Breaking news. A factory owner has let William, a 9-year-old boy's arm get ripped off in his factory on Baker Street by one of his machines. Let's go check on him.
Boy, why aren't you working?
My arm got ripped off, madam. I can't work.
I, poor William, only get paid $1 and $1.50 per hour.
Yes, William was right. Some of the people were getting paid $1 to $1.50, but those wages were typically for men. Women and children were getting paid even less. And the children were so overworked that some of them got caught in the machines. And it is not uncommon for children to be seen walking around with missing limbs today. Some even died from this event. It's the 1900s, and we still have people dying today from factory-related injuries. Like last year, for example, the deaths in factories amounted to 35,000 injuries, and the injuries affected 500,000 people. And most factory workers worked 11 or 12-hour days, 5 to 6 days a week. As we can see here, the living conditions of many workers involved these industries were very poor and dirty. Now let us take a look at the scene itself.
As we can see here, the working and living conditions were very, very poor. Spare me a wee morsel, madam. You're funny. I'm gonna end up like wee Tom.
Thank you. Now on to our next subject. Why are women's roles changing due to the Industrial Revolution?
Thank you. The Industrial Revolution caused a myriad of changes, including women getting involved in the workforce in agricultural and textile industries. A lot of women still took on the usual jobs that were expected of them, such as cooking, cleaning, caring for children, maintaining family social relationships, and managing the household. However, it still lost much of its former value. As one historian put it, the gender division of labor that once existed slowly became a gendered definition of labor. Men earned wages outside the home, and women did unpaid work within it. Breaking news. It seems an indentured child worker has escaped the local factory due to the unsanitary and cruel living and working conditions that have been caused by the recent urbanization and the Industrial Revolution. Officials say the police and factory overseers are in hot pursuit. This worker in particular has gotten in trouble before due to sleeping on the job, sparking labor unions and strikes, and outright contradicting and disobeying their indentured contract. These recent events seem to have sparked anger and labor strikes at the factories and the main plaza.
We just got word that there's another strike for the labor unions in the main plaza. Now I know we all have the question, what is the role of labor unions? Well, the idea of them is simple. Basically, the labor unions want to improve working conditions for their workers and also in many ways promote individual, family, and community well-being. And the amount of strikes are taking an uprise this year with a leading number of 30,000 strikes.
Thank you. A couple of other things began to spark and change due to the Industrial Revolution, including urbanization. It provoked lots of people to migrate to areas with factories in order to find work. Industrialization led to the creation of the factory, and the factory system contributed to the growth of urban areas as large numbers of workers migrated into the cities in search of work in the factories. Things began to become unsanitary, unhealthy, and safe due to the overpopulation in many rural areas. Poor water supply, inadequate toilet facilities, poor toilet facility emptying practices, poor community perceptions on sanitation management, and inadequate emptying services were major challenges associated with the sanitation during the Industrial Revolution and urbanization period.